So before I go anywhere with this video, can we just address the elephant in the room before everyone starts commenting? Like, my nails have never been in such a worse state. I'm going in like 2 days time, so relax. This one broke and also this one broke, so just focus on the video and ignore my nails. Hi guys, I'm Adrienne. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see today, I'm wearing my official UCT hoodie, which is very long. Apart from that, I'm also wearing my glasses today. If you didn't know this, yeah, I'm highly blind. I'll do a separate video on that because my eyes is so bad. So now I can actually see the camera. Anyway, so the reason why I'm wearing my glasses and have my hair all tied up and wearing my UCT gear is because recently it was brought to my attention by my mom actually that on my introduction video I did say I was going to talk a lot about university and give advice to students or high school students specifically about staying on res and just the entire university experience to get you ready for that, and I didn't actually forget. It's just that I was waiting for the perfect time, and now that it's September, most high schools are already busy with their mock exams, the matrics and stuff. So I figured now would be the perfect time to introduce this series. This series will be more education based as opposed to my previous videos with vlogs and story times and things like that. So I'll try and keep it as entertaining as possible, but this is specifically to inform you guys because that's what I want to do with this channel. It's also to help people where I can, and I feel that university is a place that I personally feel I excelled at. So I would like to share all of that knowledge with you guys, and yeah, so for today I would like to just give a brief introduction on how I got into UCT and specifically my first year at UCT, and how I ended up being on the Dean's list in my first year at UCT. I wasn't on it again after that, but it's fine. It's on my transcript forever. So when I got accepted into UCT, well, when you apply for university, you all know you have to do the NBTs which is like a national, what does it mean? I don't know. You do like English test and the maths test, and they try and like measure your aptitude, I think. And then based off that and your end of year matric marks, you will get accepted or not. However, you do get accepted at university before you already write your final exam. So when UCT accepts you, or any university accepts you, they're accepting you based on the marks that you already have in matric, and specifically that NBT test. Now, me personally, I did so bad in that NBTs. I knew it, I could feel it. Also because it was running down my nose, if you know what I mean. I was so sick when I wrote that NBTs. It's kind of all a blur. All I know is my nose is running the whole time, and I'm out here holding a tissue trying to like see what the sums are and the alphabet, and I just ran out of tissues, and I wasn't trying to be that person, oh, can I go to the toilet now, you think I'm cheating. So oh my gosh, it was such a disaster. I'm sorry if I keep pulling this, it's just the hoodie part is so heavy. Anyway, yeah, so I didn't want to be that person to like leave and stuff, so I just did it as fast as I could to get home, get back into bed, because I was just so sick at that time. So that kind of like screwed me over for eternity. But yeah, so I eventually got an acceptance letter at UCT around September, I think it was. On my offer it says we're giving you a conditional offer, which means obviously you have to pass, that's the condition. But it said in brackets 4-year degree. All I was like, yes, I accept whatever, I don't care. Because when I was in high school, I only wanted to go to UCT and no other university at all. So I was so positive and so determined by this that I only applied at UCT, I didn't apply at any other universities. So it was like make or break. If I didn't get that acceptance letter in September, I was not going to university. So they sent me the letter and they were like, we accept you for the BA degree, which is actually a 3-year degree. Let me actually put it out there. It's actually a 3-year degree, so they were like, we accept you on this degree, but for 4 years, for the 4-year program, blah blah blah, like, do you accept, decline, whatever. And then I think like about a week or two later, I got an acceptance letter that I could also stay at res on UCT, and that will be a whole, there's a lot going on there, which we will cover in the next few episodes. So basically, once that letter came through, for me, I didn't click. I was just like, I got accepted into university of my dreams, yay. And then come to registration and stuff, I had to kind of understand what this whole 4-year thing was. And then I'm like, okay, but my degree is 3 years, why is mine 4 years, blah blah blah. So when you get accepted to that, it's called the EDU program. I'm not sure what it stands for, but basically it means you're on the extended program. So if your degree is supposed to be 6 years, you'll be doing it for 7. If it's 3, you'll be doing it for 4, and you get the picture. So on registration day, it's compulsory that you take 2 courses, one in first semester and one in second semester, which is these EDU courses. So they basically teach you how to like read, how to do comprehensions, how to set up an argument, like all these weird things that I just felt was a waste of time. And apart from that, these 2 courses does not count towards your credits. So it's like a free course, the government pays for it, and you just have to do it because they said so. So what this course means is you're not allowed to take, for, I don't know about other faculties, but for humanities specifically, you can't take any more than 3 courses per semester. So that means you have to take that compulsory thing, so you have 2 other courses that you can take. And in my first year, I took English Literature Studies as my other option, and then Film and Media as my second option. So that was my 3 courses that I did in first year. And then basically what that means is, because it seems like, oh yeah, you only have 3 courses, you have all this time in your hands, whereas like accounting and extra people are actually doing 6. It doesn't actually mean that, because yes, you have only 3 courses, but you have to do like extra tutorials. So you do a normal tutorial with the rest of the mainstream people, but you also get like an extra 2-hour TAT. It can either be a straight 2-hour TAT or like an hour on a whatever Tuesday and a Thursday kind of a thing. So you spend so much more time learning the work. You learn stuff in the normal TAT and then you relearn it in the next TAT. So it's like they're breaking it down from lectures to tutorials to the ED tutorials. And the ED tutors are also specific tutors who teach EDU students. It sounds like we have a disability, I know, but yeah. So they are specifically teaching EDU students. And for me personally, like I said in the beginning of this video, I ended up being on the Dean's list at the end of my first year at UCT. And I think this is all to do with the EDU program, as much as I felt in the beginning like, why are you teaching me where to put a comma? Like, surely I'm at UCT because I know where to put a comma. At the beginning it was a bit frustrating to be in the course, but it really helped. In my first year, for my English course specifically, I had the most amazing God-sent tutor. His name was Daniela. She was so smart. She did her undergrad degree at Harvard, a postgrad she did at Oxford, and then she was busy with her PhD at UCT. She was super smart, and she was just the best tutor anyone could ever ask for in the world. So she would, like in these EDU TUTs, which is the extra ones, I think I was blessed in a sense that it was like 3 or 4 of us in the class, so you could get so much attention within that hour or 2 that we had with her. So she would literally like write your essays with you, sit there, what do you mean? This argument doesn't make sense, how about this? I suggest you add this reading, read this book. Like it was just so helpful, to the point where I think I still had her in my second year. Like I just made it my life goal to be with Anella all the time. And at some point she was actually like, if you have other courses that you want me to proofread, help you with your grammar, your spelling, or just the general like thesis of the essays, you can send it to me, I'll help you edit it and whatever. So basically I got on the Dean's list in first year because of that lady. So she was so helpful. I could message her like 2 o'clock in the morning, like, I don't understand, what is this? I'm trying to finish this. Can we meet up on Friday? Blah blah blah. Sometimes she would bring us like cake, and oh, it was just so nice. My parents even knew about her because she was just like the best thing that could ever have happened to me. So if you are currently registered on the EDU program, or if you got accepted for the EDU program, it's really not the worst thing in the world. Just because it's said that you have an extra year doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna do it for 4 years. If you put in the work, they can check by your marks. And this was how I obviously managed to push my degree shorter, because when I registered for second year, the lady at registration was like, oh, I see you got on the Dean's list, all of your marks is like, I think all of my courses were 70 and above. So she was like, okay, cool, you know, maybe they can kind of make a mistake, basically. Like I said, the NBTs are 6, so whatever. So UCT kind of maybe makes a mistake, and then you can like appeal, apply, whatever, and say, okay, I want to actually I feel that I can do more courses, and obviously by doing more courses you take it off of that year and you add extra courses onto yourself. For me personally, I wanted to finish faster, but I didn't want to take on more courses because the 3 was enough for me personally. So I ended up doing a course in winter school, which means I was at UCT from January till December, literally. I had no June holidays. I did first semester, winter school, second semester. And then doing that one course took off one course from my total degree. And then at the beginning of this year, I just did 3 courses just for electives. And yeah, so I managed to shorten my degree. Like I said, I could have shortened it by a whole year if I wanted to, by putting extra courses on, but the workload was going to be too much, and I was comfortable just doing the 3 because I also did a whole lot of extramurals because of res and stuff, and radio obviously. So 4 or 5 or 6 courses was just not gonna do the things. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any other questions, you can comment below. I will answer them in the comment section, or maybe even do a separate video if it's like a really extended answer. Like I said, I will be posting more of these videos to just explain more things about UCT, res. Some will be actually, some will be entertaining vibes about like maybe story times and stuff like that of my UCT experience, and others will be more serious topics like this. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.